All right, so that is a Casey Kane car, 38. So you see that 38 right there?
Yeah.
That's the 3 off the 38. He wrecked it. I bought it. This is his rookie year when he was in NASCAR, when he was the 9 car. Bought it off of eBay for like $40. Super, super cheap. And hey, you signed it. It's your signature here. I guess you're not supposed to kind of bring wrecked cars for people to sign. I guess that's a no-no. I didn't know that. I had no clue. All I know is
I mean, it sort of makes sense, but...
And so one of my friends, Ryan Thompson, had bought me a like $20 ticket to go wait in line at the Dodge dealership to go get his autograph. So I brought this with me. I bring it up. I set it in front of him, and he gives me a look like, "What are you doing?" Kind of like not like rude,
taboo, yeah.
But like, dude, like you don't do this. And so I had no clue. Plus, I had one of those.
This is why he's never coming on the show.
Yeah, this is why he's going to see that. And he's going to go, dude, you can't bring me on the show and have my wrecked car right here. I'm like, but I got everything else of yours over here. So I took a picture in the old, like where you it wasn't like a disposable camera, and it wasn't a.
Oh, Ken's calling.
Okay.
Hello?
What are you doing?
Talking to Travis. You're on the air, so don't say anything dirty.
Say it.
This is a
Sounds
PG,
like
a PG show.
Sounds like I can't say anything at all.
Stop. Do you think that your love language is quality time and
Yes,
touch? And okay, that's what I was thinking too. You're not a words of affirmation person. But last time I talked about you, it turns out everyone at work calls you by the name I thought only I called you.
Yeah, I'm about the quality time in the right place.
All right, you're embarrassing me. What are you doing?
This stuff is not embarrassing. I'm signing out traffic control so I can get out of here.
Okay.
You good to go?
Yeah.
All right. Am I seriously on the air?
Well, it's like not
It's
live.
not live.
I mean, he could edit you out if you say anything crazy, but you're on speakerphone.
Okay. Yeah, I was just calling to see what's up. Oh,
Okay.
I'm tired. Okay.
Oh, all right, I love
have
you.
fun. Yeah, I can't say anything at all because I'm not proper.
We know, honey.
But I love you and have fun.
Okay, love you.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. So I got to find this text real quick. So, but yeah, so I was just, what was it? Yeah. So I brought this camera that it's not disposable. It wasn't one of those, what do they call those? What were they?
Yeah, like an Instamatic.
Something like that. Yeah. So I took these pictures of him signing it because I wanted to kind of like put that with it and show it was authentic. And then when I got out of there, it was like, oh wait, I had no film in there. I forgot the film.
Of course.
Which is absolutely stupid for me. But oh well, you know, we're moving forward. We're living our life. All right, so we kind of got rolling on some middle school stuff, middle school stuff, stories. What teacher did you get in the? Well, by the way, everyone, thank you for joining us. It's Ramblin with Rhiannon. I don't know when this is going to get aired.
Welcome. Yep.
Welcome. This is going to be after Valentine's Day, but what we're talking middle school. We started getting crazy. We started getting way off track. What teacher did you get in the most trouble with that you can remember? Middle school, high school, either one.
I think Doug Best.
Mr. Best. What was it?
Yeah, I don't remember now, but there was something that went down, and it was my first experience where I was like, oh, this teacher doesn't like me. But I had always been like, cool, you know, I was that kid that I didn't bother anybody, and they were fine in class, and I don't remember why.
Were you like,
but other than that, like
pushing people around, punching people?
No, I don't know. I was a pretty boring student. Like I didn't want like we talked about earlier. I don't want attention. Like I don't want any attention. I want to fly under the radar to get no negative attention. I don't want positive attention. I just want to be middle of the road. You just want to be
a regular person, wallflower.
Yeah.
Did you ride a bus to school?
No.
How'd you get to school?
Oh, well, to middle school, yeah, I guess you're right. Well, I lived across the street from JJ. So I walked to Kibler and JJ my whole existence. Middle school, junior high, I did ride the bus. And then by the time I was a freshman, I had a bunch of friends that were sophomores with their license.
And driving.
Yeah, and so we didn't have to ride the bus.
I think Brandon Harris was a little bit older, and I think he got held back a grade, so he was driving before all of us. Yeah.
Maybe that's why he was so cool.
Yeah.
He was actually older than we were.
That mature guy.
Yeah.
For me, it was Mr. Carroll. Mr. Carroll, I got in trouble.
Yeah.
Mr. Carroll, I actually saw him the other day because I went to Kane's middle school conference. Mr. Carroll kicked me out of class on a major test because I was being me. And
were you a class clown?
Yeah, I was voted class clown.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was always a class clown. But people didn't start realizing my humor until later on. I started 7th grade with only one friend, Antonio Hamilton, because Joe Megley moved away. Antonio Hamilton was a black kid that came from Little Rock, Arkansas. And so we kind of hung out all the time. He dated Amanda Smith for a while.
Okay.
And that's kind of how I got to know people, especially then we started moving over to the stoner table a little bit more. I was a church kid that was always told, oh, those kids are the crazy ones. They're the ones you got to look out for. And they were actually the nicest kids because they didn't judge you. Yep. They didn't judge you at all.
Nope.
They were nice to you. Yeah, sure, maybe they listened to Marilyn Manson and maybe they smoked cigarettes and maybe they did all this stuff, but you try to get around some of the preppy tables and the cool people tables and you hated your life. You were just like, this, I'm never going to attain this. And these guys are just jerks and they're just...
They never let you forget it.
Yeah.
They always make a point of pointing it out.
Right. And
we're here, you're here.
Yeah, they tear you down. So then it was like, okay, well, I'm just going to hang out with the stoner crowd. Nicest crowd in the world. Greatest crowd. Super nice, super sweet. Never, you were never in competition with them. They accepted you. So anyway, I don't know where I got
So you
that.
came all the
Mr.
way
Carroll.
through
Mr. Carroll. Yeah.
Kibler, JJ, show up to 7th grade with one friend.
So here's the thing. If you became my friend in elementary school, you were moving away. Joe Belton was my best friend in 1st and 2nd grade. Joe Belton moved away. Jeremy Harling and Chris Campbell were my best friends in 3rd, 4th grade. And in 4th grade, or then Jeremy Harling moved away. And Chris you drift. You're a kid. You drift away. 5th and 6th, Joe Megley was my best friend. And then Joe started going to private school. And so when I got there, 7th grade, thinking I was going to see Joe Megley there, he was in my woodshop class. He was in a couple other classes. He was registered. And they were calling him like, oh, he's sick the first day of school. 2nd day goes by. Calling him, and these, the class attendance and this and that. He's not there. And then by the 3rd day, I don't know who it was, Todd Bergstrom or someone's like, oh yeah, or Kellen Hall. Oh yeah, he doesn't go to our school.
Did Bergstrom start going to private school too?
He did in high school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I remember him around and then he was just gone.
Oh yeah.
That's a bummer.
So then it was just like start from the ground up. And then the fast story was Travis Pulliam and I became friends, and that led into Matt Janosic and I becoming friends, which led into Cody Leonard, Matt Janosic, Travis Pulliam and I becoming friends. And Brandon Harris and I became super close friends. Eric Madrid, Ryan Hosman, as well as Matt Bergerson.
A good group.
And then it was just kind of like, and then I remember my sophomore year, I'm like, I'm just going to be friends with everybody. I'm just going to be friends. So I went and hung out with Pat Thomas. I hung out with Casey Hansen and those guys in the freshman locker bay. Anyone below me, I was like, I'm going to be nice to them. I'm going to welcome them in because I remember how scared I was when I was a freshman.
It was scary.
It was scary. And then when I became a junior, that junior year, sophomore and junior year, I became friends with Aaron Mayer through Young Life and then went to my first party. And then next thing I know, I'm starting to hang out with more of the popular crowd. And they
ended up being nice anyway.
They're nice guys. Yeah, right. Exactly. You kind of get to the point where you're like, you're not mean anymore when you're in high school. Middle school's mean, man.
Yeah, middle schoolers are rough.
And then high school, you kind of realize it's not that important.
Yep. You've been dumped a few times and backed over by a group or whatever. And you're like, okay, we're all here to just survive it.
Did you get dumped?
No.
Did you have any like mean girls moment where were you a mean girl?
Nope.
Were you ever?
But I played my crowds really safe.
What do you mean?
So like you,
Mhm.
I was like a hi person to everybody. Hi, hey,
Right.
no one. I don't remember anyone disliking me.
That's good.
Friend
to all.
Yeah, but I was in no specific crowd. I had some great friends through high school. Katie Jensen and Christine Clapp. They were great. And so I just was able to kind of like, they were the kindest people.
Mhm.
They were not going to be mean to anybody under
Right.
any circumstance. And so I was always just had healthy friend relationships, good friends from the neighborhood. So I grew up with a lot of kids, diverse group, and we all got along really well. So I never had any of that like
Drama.
Yeah.
Steal-
I am
steal-
sure that there's a week in school that something happened, but
Well-
nothing that like stuck with me.
Was anyone after Kenny while you guys were together?
Oh, while we were together?
Yeah.
I was going to say, I'm sure there's
Like no one tried breaking you guys up or like, she did this. I love you more than she does, and you'll never know what love feels like if you weren't in love with
Okay,
me.
well, we didn't get together till I think I was like 19.
Oh, okay. I thought we guys
Yeah.
were in high school.
No,
I should listen
I was
better.
obsessed with him
I should
then,
listen
but he
better.
wanted nothing to do with me. No, I mean, I'm sure early on in our relationship there was something, but
Yeah.
we'll scratch
Did
it.
anyone try coming after you? Trying to break?
Never.
Trying to steal you away?
Never.
Really?
I've never had any like, people. No, I was just like friend zone with everyone.
Did you know what the friend zone was back in the day?
I
had no clue.
No. What do you mean?
Well, that was a thing. Was it even labeled friend zone back then?
Oh, no. I don't think it was a known category until
and then, like,
later.
my whole entire life, once someone said, "Oh yeah, there's a friend zone," I'm like,
yeah,
that was me.
permanent friend zone. Like, God, I like you. I
Always.
like your personality.
Yeah.
But you're not like, I don't know.
I don't
People weren't into me.
Here's what I got. Maybe you got the same thing. I don't know if you've ever said this though, but this is the type of rejection protocol that I got from different girls that were my friends. First one was, one of them was, I don't want to risk what we have. I don't want to ruin what we have.
We're such good friends.
We're such good friends that if we were to date and then what if we broke up and like, I love you, but I would miss you. You're my best friend. And so I would hear that and go, but then the girls would always send out but who knows what could happen. If you're a girl out there and you're a teenager and you're listening to this, I don't know why you are. Never tell a guy who knows what could happen down the road.
Never.
If you don't like the guy,
Just say, I don't like you
just
that
say,
way.
Hey, we're cool, but because then they're going to hear that and they're going to go, okay, there's a chance.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna work a little harder now and all that. So don't do that. Second thing is that I would be from girls would be like, hey, I just see you as a friend. Just simple as that. They didn't, Third thing was, oh, I'm really into this other guy, but if you weren't, if I wasn't with him, I could see us dating. Again, you're throwing
Also
that dude
a lie.
Yeah, you're throwing that dude a bone. He's thinking to himself, I got to break these two up now. I got to do everything I can to break these two up. Now there was this one girl, I can't say names, but I had a big crush on her. She came up to me one day and I was friends with her. And she knew I liked her. She knew I liked her for a while. And she said, and she was with one of, actually a mutual friend of mine. And she said, I made a big mistake. I should have never dated him. I should have dated you.
Okay.
When I think of marriage, I think of you. When I think of future, I think of you and this and that.
Oh, that's hard.
So I was sitting there and I thought to myself, I can either like jump right into this and say, yeah, let's run away together. High school wise. Like, let's dump him, bro. Be together, you and me forever. Or I could say she hasn't learned her lesson yet. And so I'm going to encourage her to work it out with this guy. And then she's going to end up really like realizing how great of a guy I am. After she's trying to work with this guy, obviously it's not going to work out. And then she's going to come to me and say, I tried, let's get together. And at that point I'd say, okay.
Yeah.
She learned a lesson. And I'm pretty cool now.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So I told her that. I said, hey, Work it out with him. You can do it. And she was kind of surprised that I would say that. And she was expecting me to say, yeah, run away with me, high school forever. When I told her to work it out with her, or work it out with him, she ended up working out with him for like 2 more years.
Oh!
And those 2 years, I was like, that plan didn't work so well. I know. In fact, there was probably like 2 months later, she came up to me and said, "Thank you for telling me to work it out with him. We really did. I think we got going strong." And in my head, I'm like, "No,
congratulations!"
Yeah, I had this big cheesy smile. Good.
Uh-huh.
And in fact, it kind of crossed. Because I told a couple other of my friends about this story, who were mutual friends, and somehow it got back to him, and he came for me.
Ooh.
Like he was gonna fight me.
Oh.
And I'm like, dude, bro, you don't understand what I did for you, man. Like I told her to work it out with you. But all he heard was that she came to me telling me that
you're the other woman.
Oh gosh, dude. And so then my friends had to get in the middle of that and like calm him down. He would have killed me too.
Oh my gosh. What age was this?
This is a senior in high school.
Oh my gosh. So much drama.
So yeah, that guy was after me and I didn't know what. Yeah. So I
had nothing like that going on.
No drama.
None. Not like that.
Good. That's good.
No, but I had drama at the home, in the home life. And so it was like, that was as much drama as I could handle. I just played it safe.
Do you want that in there?
Time. Yeah, you can leave that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So, lot of school stuff right there. We're gonna talk about Brian Shearson for a moment because he brought up again that we're not millennials.
Oh, because he's a genius and accurate.
Absolutely
He's accurate.
Incorrect.
He's accurate.
I am October 25th, 1981. That is
But
millennial.
why are you claiming this?
Because it's awesome.
It isn't. It isn't.
I can say I'm a millennial.
All the stereotypical things. We're like the bridge between Generation X and
boomer.
millennial.
That's the thing. Like
I'm not a millennial. I'm not.
Full on.
I don't identify
I need trophies.
as a millennial.
I need trophies. I am cool. I have a beard.
Don't. We already talked about this.
When?
I want no recognition. You actually don't need trophies. You're lying right now. We just had a 30-minute conversation about not needing recognition.
I need
and not liking it. It makes you uncomfortable.
It does.
You don't even know your own generation.
I'm torn. Why am I not a millennial? It says in Wikipedia that I'm a millennial. I'm a Xennial or whatever they call it.
Yeah, we're Zennials.
What's that?
That is the hybrid of Gen X and millennial. They say from like 81 to 87 because we are the last group that grew up without the technology. We didn't have phones. We didn't have any of it till the end of high school,
I had
really.
I had a pager.
I didn't. You're rich, though.
I wasn't rich.
You're richer than me.
I wasn't rich.
You had a nicer trailer than me. I'm really passionate about this. It's funny because we did at work.
I'm passionate too.
I know.
Are you saying you're more passionate than I am?
No.
I'm offended because I'm a
I'm
millennial.
not saying that.
I just got offended by what you said.
right.
I'm told on. Go, please. As a millennial, I'll let you continue.
Thanks.
I'll try not to get offended.
I don't know how you're gonna though.
Go.
God, I guess the offended part. Maybe I am.
That's good.
Yeah, I don't think we are.
I am.
Okay, I guess you can be whatever you want to be.
Thank you.
Who am I to tell you that you can't be?
I'll tell you who you are. You're a millennial too.
Shit. Me and my Starbucks over here.
Yeah. Yeah. In your jean jacket and black, what are those tights? What do you call those things?
Leggings.
Black leggings.
Leggings.
And a jean jacket.
And Doc Martens.
And Doc Martens. Millennial. You're screaming
Gen
millennial.
Z.
Gen Z is the only Doc
All
Martens.
black. All black.
No. Millennial. That is a millennial outfit if I've ever seen one except for the Doc Martens. Doc Martens is not... Like, if you would have had Uggs, I'd say maybe.
Uggs?
Yeah.
You think Uggs are Gen X?
Oh, for sure.
No.
No. Millennial. Not
Oh,
Gen X.
yeah.
Millennial.
100%.
Gen X is Doc Martens. I always wanted Doc Martens because I was always told when you were a kid or in middle school, high school, they'd say, dude, you just trade your Doc Martens in and they'll give you a brand new pair.
They did say that. I never once had
Did
that
they ever
happen.
do that? Was that a lie?
I think it's a lie.
Urban
I
myth?
mean, I think, well, I guess if you took them in, they'd like re-leather them or re-stitch them
Something
or whatever.
like that,
but
yeah.
they're not just swapping you out a brand new freaking pair. If you had that happen to you, can you call us or message us?
Yeah,
because
please.
we want to know about it.
Right. One time, since we're talking about weird stuff and getting stuff for free, when I went with Josh Harris. I hardly ever hung out with Josh Harris. He used to be a soccer player. He was in our grade, very quiet guy, kind of like a Dave Reichel. Kind of like a David Reichel.
Did he wear Sambas all the time?
Possibly.
Did he date Kim Dragnis?
Josh Harris?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. So I just happened to be like mutual friends. So Katie Rice, I went to her graduation with her mom and Josh Harris. Now I don't know how. It's like one of those dreams. You're like, how am I in this position when in this? I don't understand it, but I'm here. All three of us went. Her mom took us out to Jack in the Box afterwards, and she's like, "Hey, did you guys ever just ask for free stuff, free food and stuff like that?" And I'm like, "No, never done it." She's like, "Go ask them for free fries right now." And I'm like, "Are you serious?" We had already ordered. She goes, "Yeah, they'll give it to you." So I walked up and I go, "Hey."
Why has this never crossed my mind?
I go, "Hey, this is weird, but do you have any free food that like free fries?" The guy's like, "Yeah, just a second." Walked back, gave me free fries. I'm like, "I don't have to pay for these?" He's like, "No." I'm like, "Can I get a chocolate milkshake too?" He's like, "Yeah." So he went and got me a chocolate milkshake. It still to this day goes, why did that happen? Like, did she pay them and said, "Hey, whatever this guy wants you," or that was just a thing? And so I started doing that, and 50% of the time I would get free stuff.
Holy crap.
And you just ask. I mean, you're already a paying customer, but they're going to throw this food out anyways. And so you're like, "Hey,
did
so
you get
things
a
have
yes more often if it was late? Or did it matter the time of day?
Oh, I didn't really factor any of that in.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, maybe. I don't know.
We're going to try it.
Yeah, so if there's any free stuff out there that you guys want to send us,
Send
it. You got any free fries you want to send us? We'll take it.
Maybe a free fry coupon. Like my fries hot.
Where did you work? Did you work anywhere besides?
Nope. When I was 19, I started working as
You didn't work until you were 19?
Yeah.
Did you have other stuff going on?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. That's
Yeah.
probably why. Okay. So 19 you're working.
19, got my first job as a receptionist for a physical therapy clinic in Maple Valley. And I worked there for almost 5 years. And then after that, I went to Cascade, and I've been at Cascade, I was there for 14 years. So I only had the 2 jobs, 5 years, 14.
And so what you just recently left that position?
Yep, I recently left Cascade.
Are you floating out there right now?
I'm gonna take I'll use the word normal people job because I'm finishing my bachelor degree.
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna chill out for a minute.
Chill for a bit.
Finish that and then hop back into
I think the last time we
management
talked,
game.
you said you were working your dream job, so I don't want to confuse our listeners.
I did get offered my dream job position. But I had to do a lot of soul searching, and is this going to be right? And am I taking this for the reasons that I should be taking it?
That's good.
And all of that business.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna chill. I'm gonna finish school and then hop back in.
Hop right back in.
Oh, that's the plan.
That's the plan.
I do have fears of like, okay, when I'm ready, that the opportunity will be gone. But whatever. I've hustled before.
What's Kenny's view on all this?
He is like, whatever. He's like, whatever you're going to do, you're going to kill it no matter what you do.
So have you guys stockpiled a good enough of a savings for you able to do this, or what?
Yep.
The good job.
Yeah.
Not many people can do that.
Yeah.
Not many people can go, "Hey, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and switch careers. In fact, I'm going to go back to school at age 38.
Yep.
And finish up my bachelor's.
Yeah.
And,
halfway through. So
and people aren't like normally people are living like not paycheck to paycheck, but pretty darn close.
Yeah, we paid off 2 cars last year, and we only have a mortgage.
Wow, how close is that? Did you guys refi, or is it like a couple
Nope.
years ago?
But we just bought that house 3 years ago.
Oh, so
it's normal.
Yeah,
and
normal.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, that's good.
But if I know me, it'll be paid off early.
Yeah. I'll pay it off now. So what do you want to do then? What are you going back to school for? What's like?
I'm
what are you
just
looking to
finishing
do?
my degree in business. So Bachelor of Science in Business, which is good because all my work experience is in business. And so it'll line up with, what I already do. And yeah. I'm
What do you wanna
I'm
do?
not gonna like go left and
Business, I
and
mean,
suddenly do psychology or something.
Well, I think you might, but but business. What are you saying? Like, are you going to start your own business? Like, what do you?
No, it's business management. So somewhere I would go back into. I mean, all my experiences in healthcare. So when I'm done, I'll try and jump back into management and healthcare and kind of do the whole thing.
That's good.
Yeah.
You gotta forgive me on this whole thing because
Yeah.
my eyes are killing me right now. My daughter woke up at 1
I'm putting him
a.m.
to sleep.
screaming her brains out because she's like, I want to hold mommy, and mommy's got to go to work in the morning, and I didn't have to work today, so I was mommy, and she didn't want me, and so I'm just.
He's literally fading on us.
I'm telling you, it feels like I'm in Vegas. I just had a Bloody Mary. I got no sleep last night.
We need a buffet.
Oh, dude, tell me about it. Well, good. And so how many more quarters or semesters do you got until you got your bachelor's?
I'm halfway. So if I go through summer, then I have about 18 months before I'm done.
Wow. So you got 2 years ahead of you.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Business manager, bachelor. You're going to get your doctorate?
That's funny. I was looking that up last night. But literally, you guys, I'm going, easiest doctorate degree to get online was my search. So that'll tell you how committed I am to getting a doctorate.
Easiest one.
Easiest doctorate to get.
What one is it?
They said that it's liberal arts, but then of course there's this big disclaimer that each individual's strengths contribute to
Right.
what's easy for somebody else may not be easy for me. I don't think any doctorate is easy.
Were you impressed by Brian becoming a doctor?
That blows my mind. Not that anybody does it. I mean, it's such a commitment. What it takes and the taxing on their time and brain and it's impressive. I bow at his feet.
Many people do.
Mm-hmm.
When it came to, do you remember him riding his bike everywhere? Be honest.
I don't remember him riding his bike.
I feel like that was his main thing besides his backpack.
Like what? You'd just see him cruising around town and he was on a bike?
Yeah, because I went the same route he did though, so that would make sense. Again, that same you live your life thinking that everyone's viewing it from the same way you're viewing life, and it's completely different. I don't want to make this political.
Yeah.
Impeachment. What are you thinking?
Ugh. Okay, so I've had the TV on, watching them for 3 days now. I got nothing. It's wah, 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 is what I hear. And I'm trying to listen and I'm trying to, be open-minded and you know how I feel about the man.
Absolutely.
I don't have
You love to hate him.
I don't
and
have
you hate
it.
that you love him.
No, I don't love him. Don't ever get confused. Do not love him. But I can't say that I'm convinced either way.
Well, here, I have a theory on this whole thing.
All right.
Okay,
Lay it on me.
my parents asked me, they said, yesterday, they go, hey, what if everything comes out either A or B? Let's say, yes, everything Trump related, everything was true. This was going on, that was going on. What do you think? Or let's say everything came out that, yes, everything on the left was true, and this was going corroboration and this and that, and you've got bad stuff going on this other side. Do you think people will just open their eyes and realize that person's wrong?
I think the challenge of it is that they can both be true, and one being true doesn't make the other one okay. So what if it's all true on the left versus what if it's all true on the right? In reality, it's likely that both sides are true.
Right.
And they want it to offset the other, but it doesn't.
Right.
Right?
I agree.
Right?
I agree.
People, two things can be true at the same time.
Whoa.
That's the biggest thing you should take.
I want you to ask Brian Shearson that one. Because I don't know if that's mathematically possible. But I told him this. I told my parents, I said, we're used to Hollywood movies where the entire 2 hours or hour and a half or whatever is this person trying to prove this and he's going rogue and the
and
chief's telling. Yeah. And then at the very end in the trial, he's like, you didn't know this, but I was secretly recording your confession. And I'm going to share it for all media. And they play it, and then it sets. The scene sets, and it's like next thing you know, that person's free, and the bad guy's in jail, and so everything in the last 30 seconds is all because he had this recording on his whatever, and they heard the confession. I'm like, I don't think that's real world. We're used to that.
Yeah.
We're used to that, right? Remember Ace Ventura, when Ray Finkel gets turned out, it turns out he's a man, and so it's all this stuff. And you're like, oh, okay. And that's in the movie. In real life, if you had, on both sides, things have been said. You've had a complete flip-flop from the impeachment trials from last,
Yep.
You had Mitch McConnell saying, hey, we need to go after him. It doesn't matter, da-da-da-da-da. And now he's saying, no, we don't really need to go after him. And Nancy Pelosi, though, also on the other side, back when Clinton was going through all this, she was like, we don't really need to go after this. It's not that. And now she's like, oh, we need to go after him, And so these guys have said things in the past that flip-flop.
Which blows my mind, too.
Yeah.
You've literally been recorded for 35 years. Everything you've ever said can be pulled back up to use against you later. And you don't have a whole team of people going, hey, Bob, 17 years ago, you actually said blank.
This. Right.
No, they don't care.
No, they don't. And I think that's why on both sides, you've got liars and manipulators.
Yes.
People are in the positions that they are based off of their strengths. If you want to get nominated by a lot of people for a certain thing, you have to be good with people. You have to be in control of the situation, and you have to manipulate. There is nobody that's in an office, very rarely, that is not good at those three things. That's my opinion.
I think there are people that are smoother at the execution of it.
Big time, almost to where you don't realize that.
Well, and I think that's all of us, that I'm okay with you lying to me as long as I never know that you lied to me.
Right.
So as long as you can do that, then it's like, oh, you're infallible and we shall follow.
And I think the government is like, when we're kids or when we're parents, we know that if we said to our kids, what do you want? And they say, well, we want this, 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 and this, and this. Well, then now they're in control. But if we say, hey, you get to choose option A or option B, it appears to them that they're in control. They're making the decision, but we're the ones in control, giving them the option of option A. We've made what option A is, and we've made what option B is, and they're choosing it. So you've got Republican, you've got Democrat, you've got, if you get this, you're going to get this, and if you get this, you're going to get this. And then they were like, oh, voters are like, oh, we're in control. We can nominate whoever we want. No.
Yep.
It's just being told to us. We think we're in control.
The whole thing is a joke.
It's crazy. You know what? Tyson Hiffman, the poise of Tyson Hiffman, I'd vote for him.
I would too. Tyson for president.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hiffman 2020. Hiffman Faulkner 2020. I'm voting.
Oh my God. Yes. Where do I sign up? I'd work for free.
Door to door.
God, they are
door
so
to
good.
door.
I love them both.
They
still.
are.
They don't even know it, but they are lasting.
Yeah.
That's good to make it 20 some years later and have a bunch of people be like, that one is a good one.
Isn't that funny?
What if they're total pieces of crap?
No.
They're not.
They're not. But it is funny. So I had this one guy I ran into at the Muckleshoot Casino, longtime friend, and just some life happens, and so there's you get in certain positions where you only have so many choices left, right? So, but it's so funny to see how you look. You can pull up that class photo, and you go, "This person's this now. This person's this now. this person is this. This person was married to this. You can kind of see. But back then, it was just a fresh, blank, like anything. World is your oyster.
Yep.
Or as Mike Martinez likes to call, an oyster.
Oyster?
Oyster.
With the CH?
Yeah.
Oyster.
Oh, man. Anyway, that was a funny one.
He has a master's degree.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So impressive.
MBA or whatever. Well,
we know a lot of smart people.
We know too many smart people, and you and I just skate by. That's the thing.
I'm riding coattails for sure.
Big time.
Mm-hmm.
Big time.
Look at me and all my smart friends. I know smart people when I see them.
Oh my gosh. That was the thing. So when they gave me this major award at work, it was me and this other guy's idea of what to do, and then he moved to a different department. So then it fell onto me. But the good thing is I got all the credit for it except for that first opening line. And so I told him that. I said, "Hey, thanks for letting me ride those coattails to this thing." And he's like, "Anytime, buddy."
Yep.
Yeah, things are working out well for him. So,
amazing.
Anything else that you have on the docket? Any thing that you had written down?
Oh gosh, let me see. What's
you usually
random?
have your
What's
stuff
random?
written down.
Okay, I had like a funny childhood memory.
Go for it.
And then, okay. So listen, we all love stories from our childhood. This is so random. The other day when I'm trying to think of like, what are we going to talk about on the podcast? I was going to ask Travis if there's any one that kind of cracks him up more than the others.
Okay.
My brother and I had this cat and it was pretty overweight and we named it, Tommy Boy is our favorite movie then.
Yeah.
And I can barely get through this sometimes without laughing. We named the cat, Fat Guy in a Little Coat. Okay. It's like a racehorse. It's like a racehorse name,
right?
The
whole name was like 4 words.
Yeah.
Fat Guy in a little. That's like 5 words.
So the cat's name was Fat Guy in a Little Coat. And one time he got sick. My mom had to take him to the vet. So when she brought him home, he had a bottle of medicine. And the bottle of medicine had his name listed as Big Boy with No Jacket.
Is that what your mom thought the name was?
My mom thought, because she's never seen Tommy Boy, she doesn't know, Fat Guy in a Little Coat's like a line. So she told the vets that the cat's name was Big Boy with No Jacket. My brother and I to this day can't get through. We'll bring that story up and we just sob.
That's hilarious.
Because it was like, what the
big guy,
big boy with no jacket.
That's pretty good.
So we started calling him Big Boy from that point on.
My invisible friend. Did you have an invisible friend growing up?
Nope, never had an invisible friend.
He was Big Guy.
You had an invisible friend?
He was Big Guy, and he worked as a construction worker, and he was buff and strong and all this stuff.
Okay, tell me about this. I need to know. So did you know that he was an invisible friend then? Was it a story to have when you're telling about, your parents, or you thought this guy was with you all the time?
He was with me at all times.
Okay.
Yeah. We were.
Do you remember what he looked like?
He was a taller, bigger guy. He had a construction hat. I would go play in it would be in dark rooms. He would feed me pickles in the dark. I think he was a real guy.
No one ever had you checked out?
No, I'm kidding. No, but seriously, anything that was I legit, I think I got to the point where I did believe that he was because my parents always asked me about him. How's Big Guy doing? My uncle got me a shirt that said screen printed Big Guy. And, we would drive by the construction, you drive and you see some other construction going on and, oh, Big Guy is working over there, Trav.
Oh, yeah.
And so I think it was kind of like one of those fun things that was easy to, I don't know, make believe about just because everyone was in on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Why don't you go play? Travis, my parents, probably wanted me to leave him alone. Why don't you go play with Big Guy? I think he just got home from work. Oh, cool. So then I would go in the closet and get my construction stuff out and start pretending that I was with Big Guy.
I got to start doing this to read. Hey, your friend's over from work.
No, we already learned about
play.
We already learned about your kids. Your kids are already all that stuff is hogwash. We know.
They don't believe in anything.
Nope. Good try, Mom.
Yep, her.
Don't you have a master's and bachelor to get? It's very silly that you're thinking about this.
Uh-huh.
Well, that's good, man. So you had no invisible.
Yeah, I didn't have invisible friends. I had a cousin that had an invisible friend. And we did the same thing. We would just accommodate the invisible friend.
Yeah.
Like we left her a seat at the picnic
Yeah,
table and there was just no one was sitting
Yeah.
on the invisible friend.
Yeah.
We liked to warn other friends that you were about to sit on an invisible
Oh,
friend. Yeah,
be careful.
so people
he's
really
sitting
play
there.
into it.
We were talking about pets there for a moment. What was your pet? How many pets did you have?
We had a ton growing up.
Talk
We had
about 'em.
Everything. Okay, so I had a bunch of rabbits. A
Me
rabbit
too.
that I used to walk
We're
on a
gonna checklist.
leash.
I'm gonna do a checklist. We're gonna go. Me
Yeah.
too.
Okay, rabbit,
Yes.
guinea pig.
No.
Okay, had lots of guinea pigs.
Okay.
My mom didn't like hamsters because of the or rats or whatever because of the tail, but I could have
I
a
thought you
guinea
were
pig.
saying tits there.
No, tail.
They don't like the rats because of those tits.
Tail.
Okay.
Cats.
Yep.
We had our own pond in our backyard. So like a bunch of koi fish and like
Dang,
all
that's
these.
cool.
Yeah, we had a 50-gallon fish tank that had like giant Oscars and all of that in it.
Don't have it.
It's not a duck. My mom will kill me. She had it's a type of bird that looks like a duck, but it's not a duck.
A platypus?
His name was Howie. Yeah, my mom was walking Howie. So I don't know how she got Howie, like rescued him. My aunt worked for a vet. And so my mom was like, bring me all the rescue animals.
Yeah.
I don't know how she got Howie. And we were living out on the Green Valley Road one day and Howie grew and they were walking along with each other and Howie fucking flew off. My mom was devastated for months because she was walking with Howie that I think she thought was going to live with her for forever. And Howie
Just is like, I'm out.
Howie left.
I'm done.
Yeah, he heard the geese or whatever happened
Wow.
and he flew south. So we had Howie. And then I had all kinds of dogs. We had a freaking Great Dane and a Shar-Pei and I don't know, Pekingese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No.
You had more like the reptilian crowd. Yeah. Wait. What are they mammals? What are kois? They gotta be fish.
Yeah, they're the fish.
The fish.
Yeah, they're like Japanese fish.
Yeah.
We had like a mud puppy. Do you know what that is?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we had a
we
mud
called
puppy.
them we called them mud guppies.
Oh, yeah.
They're like ugly fish.
No, my mud puppy looks like a giant salamander.
Oh.
Yeah, they're like, then they bark.
What?
Yeah, so the noise they make is they bark.
Where do you get these guys at?
Well, you know Dondi Emmett?
Yeah.
She had a pet store when we were kids. And so I think their real name's like Oxalotl. You'll have to ask her.
Yeah.
So a lot of like that kind of stuff we just got down there.
Wow. Yeah, we had what I can't say it anymore. It played very well back in the 90s when you could say words that are very offensive now. But we had a lame farm. Like you would think, "Oh, yeah, I live on a farm."
Yes.
Not really.
Yes.
So this is what I had. I had dogs, cats. We had German shepherds. We had, just regular cats. We had chickens.
Oh, yeah, I had a couple chickens.
We had geese.
No geese.
We had rabbits or bunnies. We had peacock fly in
Ooh,
one
I
year
would've loved
and
a
just
peacock.
hung out. Wanted us to hang out on our property, and then did the same thing that one thing
Howie did.
Howie did, flew off and never to be seen again.
I've never seen a peacock fly.
Yeah, it was like one of those things where it was just like it came in and it left. We had goats. We had a couple chameleons.
That'd be cool.
Or antelope, whatever they're called. Something like that. It wasn't a straight up chameleon, but it was like a.
Oh, okay.
And then a pony. I had every girl's dream growing up. I had a pony.
That'd have been awesome.
Yeah, yeah. So that was my just random group of animals that made a bunch of noise. We had roosters too. So.
And I'm not an animal person now.
No.
I'm not into it. I don't want to own. We have our dog, and the boys all love her, and she's the best.
Are you vegan?
No.
No, okay. For whatever reason, I thought you were vegan. No. More the meat, the merrier.
Yeah, I'm like middle of the road. Like, I don't know, like chicken.
Yeah. I like chicken.
We bought a half a cow this year, and I can tell you, for us, it's way too much.
Yeah.
meat.
One of our buddies, Michael the Mike, he's just like, hey guys, you want to come over for food? Hey guys, you want to have burgers? Hey guys, because he's just like
Pounds
and
upon
he's like,
pounds.
He's got more coming too.
Yeah.
He's trying to cook it so he can get rid of it so you get more.
Yeah, I was telling Kenny, like, okay, we're not doing this again. Like, it's too much for us. I don't even know what to do with all this.
I know. And then you have it and you almost feel like you have to cook it.
Yes.
And then you're like, but taco time sounds really good
Taco
right
time
now.
sounds so good.
And then you're like, oh gosh, now I can't have that because I don't cook this stuff over here. Sucks. Who wants pizza? Oh wait, we can have pizza.
Yeah.
Sucks. Gotta flip and have this other stuff. So, all right, well, everyone, thanks for joining Ramblin' with Rhiannon.
We rambled this time.
With Travis as well. We all rambled. Thank you, Rhiannon, for coming. And we'll look to hear from you again soon. Get you back on here. And you guys have any questions or any stories about Rhiannon? Justin Kugler, shout out for listening. We always talk about how great Justin Kugler is.
Never gonna miss it.
He's a good guy. We've reconnected on Facebook socially and just kind of message each other back here and there. But
we're getting him in here. I won't rest.
I want him on here. The bearded seamstress.
Yep.
Follow him. Where can we follow Rhiannon at?
Go to your page. Look at Travis's friends. Type in RHI.
No Instagram.
And I'll pop up.
There you go. There you go. All right, everyone. Thanks for listening. Kenny, great hearing your voice for the first time in my life. I want to meet you one of these days.
Oh, yeah. We could have him on, too.
Bring him on. Bring him on. All right. Thanks so much. Take care.
Thank you.